Turns out I forgot to do something in the last video. I'm going to fix that mistake in just a moment once I'm done visiting this house. And, oh yeah, a Sky Pokemon, a Sky Pokemon! They're all talking about Rayquaza. Oh yeah, I remember this guy! Yes, Town! Yeah, he asks you where you come from, and it's a yes or no question. Yes! It's the way he says it. Yes! Yes, Town! Okay, even though there's no voice acting, but you can sort of understand his expression. So yeah, what I forgot to do in the last video was that, turns out that I need a Pokemon with Dig in order to gain access to the Regis. So what I'm going to do, I looked up the Pokemon that I had, and neither Wailord nor Relicanth could learn Dig, so I'm putting Golduck in place of Skarmory instead, and I'm going to give it Dig, and I'm going to need it right now. It's not something to gain access to one of the 3 Regis, it's something that I'm going to need to do in the very next part in that undersea cave on Route 134. And by the way, I mentioned it in my channel's main page yesterday, but I tried for fun trying to record myself playing Platinum, and it's just too laggy. It's not laggy at all when I play, but when I record on top of that, it's extremely laggy. So the consequence of that is that I'm going to have to buy myself a new computer. I had hoped to do so closer to Diablo 3's release, but I'm going to have to do it this summer, as it turns out. At least I found out about it while I was still about 2/3 through this game, as opposed to, you know, only 5 or 10 videos left. And who's this guy? Oh, I think... Oh, yeah. He's the one who checks your Pokemon's happiness and gives you return or frustration, depending on whether your leader is happy or not. Remember that woman in the Goldenrod department store in Gold, Silver, Crystal on Fridays, Sundays? I don't really remember. But, yeah, this is the exact same guy, and he gets new TMs every week, so it's basically the same thing. You can go see him every week, and he'll give you a TM. Okay, so all that's left to do now is to check up on these 2 Azraels. Oh, I guess there's one who doesn't like the trainer and one who likes the trainer. So one would use frustration and the other return. It makes sense. And yep, we're done with Pacific Log. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to head to Route 134, but first I gotta go through this current puzzle, and I have no choice but to fight this trainer. I believe there are 2 or 3 trainers that I'm absolutely forced to fight in order to get to the Regis. So it's no big loss since it's physically impossible to bring Regis to these trainers. And I know what you're thinking, this guy's got 6 Pokemon, the first one is a Magikarp? No. This trainer has 1 Magikarp and 5 Gyarados, so there's going to be no Mortal Kombat music today, sadly. And as for what I was saying about in the last video about Terra Voltage and Turbo Blaze, well, there are a lot of theories going around as to what they might be. Someone suggested that they might be, you know, sort of like adaptability. Turbo Blaze would boost Reshiram's stab bonus on fire moves, same for Zekron's electric moves. And think about it for a second, that would be freaking scary when used in combo with the appropriate weather conditions. For example, let's say you've got a Reshiram's Fire Blast, Stab multiplies it by 1.5, the added bonus with Turbo Blaze would double the damage like adaptability does for Porygon Z, and after that you'd get Sunny Day, which would essentially give, at the end, triple damage on your Fire Blast. This would be freaking insane, and Zekron's sort of the same thing. You'd get double damage Thunder at 100% accuracy. Even Blissey wouldn't be able to take an onslaught of this magnitude. But I don't think that's going to be it. This would simply be overpowering. No, what I think Turbo Blaze is going to do, this is just a prediction of mine. I predict that it's going to be sort of a clone of Motor Drive, except it's triggered by fire moves. That makes sense, right? Turbo Blaze and Terra Voltage. Well, I like the idea of canceling the ground immunity to electric, so I guess I'm gonna go with that because it would be sort of cool, but not game-breaking at all. But here's some more nightmare fuel for the road. What if Turbo Blaze meant that Reshiram's fire moves would always go first? That would be freaking scary, brutally overpowered. I hope that's not that. It could really be anything, and I guess we're gonna find out before the games actually come out. Whoa! Gardevoir wants to learn Hypnosis! Well, Double Team is certainly going to go away here. Hypnosis, yeah, I completely forgot Gardevoir could learn it. I had planned on using Milotic as my sleeper, but now I got two of them, so that's actually pretty cool. Anyway, there's a trick that will allow you to get to the Regis fairly easily, and that's from this island, you have to go all the way down. I'm just going to check if there's an item here. It doesn't look like it, so you stay down as much as you can. You do exactly as I do, and you'll have no problem at all. So now I'm going to start surfing again into the current. Continuing, some more. Route 133, and oh, I think I have no choice but to fight this girl, so let's go. But you get the idea. You have to stay down as much as humanly possible until you hit an island that's covered in very shallow water. You're gonna know it when you see it, because I'm gonna show you everything, the trick to get to the Regis. But until you get to that island, the idea is that you have to stay down as much as you can. And now I just put Hypnosis in the third slot because, as I've said before, I like sorting my moves a certain way, from the most powerful to the least powerful, and then with status moves, then stat-up moves, and then there's recovery moves. That it depends on my mood at the time where I get the move, but I felt like putting Hypnosis ahead of Calm Mind. So there. Oh, we got an item here! Max Revive! Sweet! So, okay, now we're gonna keep doing the same thing, staying down as much as we possibly can. And, okay, this is the island I'm talking about, so I think you gotta stand here. Hopefully I'm right. Fingers crossed, please let it be the right spot. Yes! Score! And this is exactly where you wanted to go. So now you dive in this spot, you go in this little cave. There's sort of crevice here, so we're gonna follow it all the way to the end. Yeah. I wonder how this guy is breathing down there. I've become sort of jaded after all these years of playing this game. Oh! This says go up here, I believe, so this is exactly what we're gonna do. Nope, no need for the bag here. Just press B and it's okay. So now those things here are legends for braille. They're all in alphabetical order, so that you know which is A, which is B, and so on and so forth. And this says dig here. This is why I needed to give dig to my Golduck, so I'm going to do this right away, and this isn't going to make me escape. I'm going to stay right here, and this is going to open. So now we got those rocks here with braille carved into them. I'll add what they mean in the movie description. I won't check them all, obviously. Okay, so first comes Wailord, last comes Relicanth. In Ruby and Sapphire, it's the reverse, by the way. First comes Relicanth, last comes Wailord. So, switching them, Wailord is first, Relicanth is last. And, by the way, this noise is the same noise the truck did at the very beginning of the game. And now there are 3 doors that open instead of just the door at the back of the truck. So those are the doors that lead to the Regis. Gardevoir's back as my lead. In case something happens, still better than that Wailord. And you know what? I can use Dig to get out of here faster. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, since I have that Golduck on me. And now all that's left to do is to... No, I don't want to use dive here. I want to get out of this place. So I guess this is going to be the end of the video for now. So join me next time. There will actually be some Regi-catching next time. And the first of them in this LP will be Regis, since it's on my plan team. So you have to be there.